Good morning all of you. Today we will continue with the English literature chapter, The Midnight Visitor, and we are on page 117. And now the place that we are here is that Ausable, he is expecting a very important document, a very important paper, and Fowler, he is with him. He is a writer and he wants to write about the secret agent, though he is disappointed when he sees Ausable because he did not fit the description, physical description of a secret agent or a detective. And but then so throughout the evening was very boring and nothing boring, and there was no adventure in it. But and then they talked throughout their way back to Ausable's room in this French hotel on the 6th floor. And Ausable also, though he does not look like a detective, but he is a very intelligent man, and he gets to understand that Fowler was disappointed in him. And then as they reach the hotel room, when they open the door and the lights turn on, there is a man in there with a small pistol in his hand, and that particular man is Max. And by the looks of it, he seems like a criminal who is out there to get that paper, because maybe that paper has something that proves him to have done a crime or what, and that is why he is there after that paper. And the last few things that we did was that Max, he asked Fowler. Now Ausable, he already was sitting very he was not afraid, he was not anxious about what is going on in the room, whereas Fowler, he was stricken with fear and he was just simply standing stiff. And so Max asked him that he also sits because they have to wait for another 31 minutes, to which Ausable says that no, we have to wait for half an hour, 30 minutes, because the appointment was for 12:30. And then they discuss, they talk a little, and all of a sudden there is a knocking on the door. And Fowler, though he was standing still till now, so he jumps out of because there was a sudden rapping or sudden knocking on the door, and so he is a little afraid, and he is shaken. And now so he says, now Max, he is also all questionable, that what is this rapping on the door, what is this knocking on the door. And so Ausable, very coolly and calmly, he says that they are the gendarmes, means they are the French police officers. And he said that this was such an important paper, so I thought that it would be best if it could have some extra protection, and that is why I have called the gendarmes here. Okay, let's continue on page 118. Nusra, read on.
Yes, ma'am. Max bit his lip in uncertainty. The rapping was repeated. What will you do now, Max? Ausable asked. If I do not answer, they will enter anyway. The door is unlocked, and they will not hesitate to arrest you. The man's face was pale as he backed swiftly towards the window. With his hand behind him, he flung it up to its full height and swung a leg over the sill. Send them away, he rasped. I will wait on the balcony. Send them away, or I'll make you regret it. The rapping on the door became louder, and a voice was raised. MCU, MCU, Ausable.
All right.
Keeping his body twisted,
Okay, wait. And so when Ausable says that it is the French police, so like Max, now he was shaken, he did not know what to do. So he, like, in uncertainty, he bit his lip, and the rapping, the knocking on the door, it was repeated. And so Ausable asks him now that, now what will you do, Max? And if I don't answer, then also they will enter, because the door is unlocked, so they are the police officers. So even if I don't answer the door, then also they will come in, and if they come in, then obviously they will arrest you. Now Max's face, it became pale, it lost all its color, because now he was afraid, he did not know what to do. And so went back towards the window, and with his hand behind him he flung it up to its full height, and so he swung a leg over the sill. There was a window, and there was a window sill, and the flat platform type area from where the window rises. So he just put out one leg, swung one leg over the window sill, and then from there he was clutching the upper window with one hand, and with one leg he just moved his leg over the sill, and then he asked Oswald to send these policemen away, and he says that by the time you send them away, I will wait on the balcony. And then he threatens him, says that you send them away, because otherwise I will make you regret. If you don't send them away, then I will really do something bad to you. And meanwhile, the knocking on the door, it becomes louder, and now even a voice is heard, and he is like, Monsieur Oswald. So means it is a short form for Monsieur, and so a voice calling, because this is French, this was in France, and so a person's voice was coming, that Monsieur Oswald. And let's see what happens next. Amna, are you there? Is Amna there? No? Okay, Joshita, you read then.
Mom, from
Yes.
keeping his body twisted so that he could still watch the fat man and his guest, the man at the window grasped the frame with his free hand to support himself as he rested his weight on one thigh, then swung his other leg up and over the sill. The doorknob turned. Swiftly, Max pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill and dropped to the balcony outside. And then, as he dropped, he screamed once shrilly. The door opened, and a waiter stood there with a tray, a bottle, and two glasses.
All right. Okay, wait.
MCU,
Okay,
the
wait. So, there was a continuous knocking on the door, and now someone was calling out to Oswald also. And so, what Max did, if you can see this on the picture here, see, with one hand he is holding on to the windowsill, and his one leg already above, means on the other side of the windowsill. And so now he just twisted his body, and so that he could watch Oswald also, as well as Fowler also. And then the man at the window, means Max, he grasped the frame of the windowsill, and with his free hand, so that he can support himself, because in one hand he was holding a gun, with the other free hand now he supported himself with the sill, already one leg over the sill, and now he swung his other leg also over the sill, and now the doorknob, it turned, because the door was already open. And so Max, he pushed with his left hand to free himself from the sill, and the one hand with which he was holding the sill, so he wanted to free that also, and so he freed that hand so that he could fall on the balcony under him. And then as he dropped, there was a very loud, shrill, thin scream, and the door opened, and who was there? A waiter was standing there with a tray, a bottle, and two glasses. Yes, anyone else there who wants to read? Yes, no one? Nusra, continue. Mehak is there? Is Mehak there? Mehak? Okay, Nusra, continue beta.
MCU, the beverage you ordered for when you returned, he said, and set the tray upon the table, deftly uncorked the bottle and retired. White-faced, Fowler stayed after him, but he stammered, "The police." There were no police. Oswald's sight, only Henry, whom I was expecting. But won't that man? But won't that man out on the balcony? Fowler began. No, Ozible said he won't return. You see, my young friend, there is no balcony.
All right, and so the door opens, and a waiter was standing there with a tray, a bottle, and two glasses. And so he says to Ozible that, Monsieur, the beverage means the liquid, or now there could be anything in the bottle. So he said that the beverage that you ordered is here when you return. So you ordered this, so there it is. And so he set the tray upon the table, and very skillfully, quickly, he uncorked, took out the cork from the bottle, and then he went back. Now Fowler, in all this that was going around, means as soon as he entered the room, from that time now he was all stiff, and now he was all white faced, because the other man, Max, he had a gun in his hand. And then the police arrived on the door. So like he was all taken up so much by all that, and so his face also lost its color. And so he simply stared at Ozible and said, but the police. He was like, you said it was the police. So Ozible, very coolly, calmly says, but there was no police, and only Henry was there, whom I was expecting. So Fowler again began, but that man, means Max, on the balcony. And Ozible very calmly says, no, don't worry, he won't return. And then he says that, you see my friend, why he won't return? Because there is no balcony. So what does that mean? There was no balcony. That he made Max jump from the 6th floor down, and that is why there was the screaming sound when when Max let go of his hand. And that is why he screamed, because there was no balcony underneath. It was all a story made up by Ozible. And all this proves to show that he was really a very proficient, very skilled detective. Though he did not look like one, but in reality he was a very intelligent detective. Yes. So did you all like the story?
Yes, ma'am.
Means the presence of mind of Ozible was really commendable, the way he made up this whole story, because his life was also at stake, and so was the life of a young writer, Fowler, that was also at stake. And so just like that, he simply made up this whole story of a balcony under his window and all that, where in reality there was just no window there. So it shows his presence of mind, how clever, how smart he was, and in real terms a very good detective. Okay, so that was the story. Let's start with the question answers. So we'll start with answer the following. Question number 1. Who was Fowler? Why was he following Ozible? Are you people ready with your copies and with your pens? Should I start? Yes? Should I start? Nusra?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Mojit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Write down the answer. Fowler was a young writer. Fowler, F-O-W-L-E-R, F-O-W-L-E-R. Fowler was a young writer. Fowler was a young writer of romantic adventure. Writer of romantic, R-O-M-A-N-T-I-C, R-O-M-A-N-T-I-C, romantic adventure, A-D-V-E-N-T-U-R-E, A-D-V-E-N-T-U-R-E, romantic adventure, full stop. He was following, he was following, he was following Ozible, A will be capital, A-U-S-A-B-L-E. He was following Ozible, A-U-S-A-B-L-E, Ozible, because he was following Ozible because he was told, because he was told that Ausable, because he was told that Ausable, again A will be capital name of a person, Ausable, was a secret agent. Ausable was a secret, S-E-C-R-E-T, S-E-C-R-E-T, secret agent, comma, spy, S-P-Y, was a secret agent, comma, spy, comma, dealing in espionage, E-S-P-I-O-N-A-G-E, E-S-P-I-O-N-A-G-E means intelligence, dealing in espionage and danger, dealing in espionage and danger, full stop. He wanted to witness mysterious figures. He wanted to witness means C, he wanted to witness, W-I-T-N-E-S-S, mysterious, M-Y-S-T-E-R-I-O-U-S, M-Y-S-T-E-R-I-O-U-S, mysterious figures, F-I-G-U-R-E-S, F-I-G-U-R-E-S, mysterious figures in the night, mysterious figures in the night, mysterious figures in the night, comma, secret meetings, secret, S-E-C-R-E-T, S-E-C-R-E-T, secret meetings and clever, secret meetings and clever disguises, disguises, D-I-S-G-U-I-S-E-S, disguises, D-I-S-G-U-I-S-E-S, disguises, full stop. I will repeat the answer. Fowler was a young writer of romantic adventure, full stop. He was following Ausable because he was told that Ausable was a secret agent, comma, spy, comma, dealing in espionage and danger, full stop. He wanted to witness mysterious figures in the night, comma, secret meetings and clever disguises, full stop. So, we will stop here for today.